praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who well, and likewise elders, shalom to the hopeful elect, Lord willing, this video is edifying. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about getting into self-reliance, because yeah, brothers have the brotherhood, and you can't be in this world by yourself because you need to interact with people. But there's a level of self-reliance that we're supposed to have. And as brothers, we're not supposed to fall into this mindset of being too reliant on brothers. The brothers are there as helps, but the brothers are not supposed to be crutches. At the end of the day, your walk is your own. And that mindset of needing people to do things for you is really a mindset of the world, man. At the end of the day, when you train a soldier, you train a soldier to operate in a unit, but he has to be well trained enough to be able to deal with adversity if he's separated from the group. You're not going to need your captain to say, oh, you know what, look at your compass, see it bear northwest, and then do that and then head towards camp, and then you're going to have to ration your goods until you get there, and then you get reunited with the group. You're gonna have to learn how to be able to be by yourself, man. And you can see that, even me, you gotta be in a spirit where brothers can see that even if you get separated from a camp, you're strong enough to go out there and do the work. And certain brothers that I'm around, you can clearly see they're in that spirit where even if they were separated from the camp, they will still go out and do the work. Now, if brothers don't feel that way about you, even if you would do it, you feel like you would do it. If brothers can't 100% say, yeah, he definitely would do it without the brothers around him, then that's something that you need to work on, and that's something that I need to work on. This is Galatians 6, and I'm gonna start at 2. In the New Living Translation. Share each other's burdens, and in this way obey the law of Hamashiach. If you think you are too important to help someone, you are only fooling yourself. You are not that important. So here is telling you, sharing each other's burdens. If you think you're too important to help someone, you're only fooling yourself. But at the same time, you cannot help other people if you cannot help yourself. If you're not helping yourself, you cannot pour from an empty cup. The first person, you must help yourself. If you're stuck on a cliff, you can't help someone who's stuck on a cliff. You first have to get off the cliff and then be able to help somebody come off the cliff. This is for pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else, for we are each responsible for our own conduct. And this really was on my mind because I had somebody, I don't really want to get into it. He was telling me, yeah, I need you to do A, B, and C for me. At the end of the day, I have weaknesses, you have weaknesses, we can make each other strong. And I felt that on a level, but at the same time, it's like, I don't need you for nothing. You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't need you to tell me to do this. Even I've not done lessons for a long while. Brothers ain't been like, do lessons. Because brothers would be like, well, we've already told you. At the end of the day, it's up to you. You're supposed to feel cut in the spirit to the point where you're like, I ain't done a lesson for a while. I ain't done, I ain't been praying. I ain't been fasting. I need to do. Because at the end of the day, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. There has to be a level of self-responsibility that we're supposed to have as men. And at the end of the day, if you're not able to be a self-starter, you can't be effective in this thing, man. Certain times even the Lord will separate certain brothers from certain brothers just to boost them up and to give them that spirit of being able to affirm and to withstand and to carry on by themselves, man. Because sometimes niggas is only loud in a group, and I'm sure brothers know about this when you've done whatever. You have certain people who they're hella loud when people are around. They always want to start fights, and then you catch them by themselves and they don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? But they're more than happy to be on some smoke when there are other people around. You a group gangster, man. At the end of the day, this isn't about that. This is about being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being able to you know what I mean, withstand the onslaught of the world, and to stand firm, to not falter, you know, even if you're by yourself, because that really is a test of a soldier. You know what I mean? It's all well and good you being able to battle by yourself, but when you get stranded, you get lost, you get separated from the group. Are those skills gonna kick back in, and are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it back? You know, are you gonna make it back to camp effectively? And I don't really like bringing up these Edomites, but you know, sometimes these Edomites say something good, you know, but which really are scriptural. And even Aristotle said, whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. You know what I mean? So, like, if you look at animals, they're happy to, for the most part, a lot of them are happy to dwell by themselves. You look at tigers, for example. Tigers are very solitary creatures, but you know the Lord always likens Judah onto a lion, and lions are they're pack animals pretty much. They have a herd. They have a pride, right? So they have other people that or they have other lions, lionesses, cubs, and so on and so forth that they have in their group. You know, they're very social creatures. You know, which is why Judah is likened onto him. But at the same time, they're able to operate by themselves, but they're stronger together. But there's that distinction to understand. You are stronger together, but at the same time, you have to be strong by yourself. You know, you can't always rely on a group to be strong, because that's not real strength, man. You're relying on other people, and at the end of the day, you then become the weak link in that chain. You know what happens when adversity comes? You know, people are trying to get to your camp. Now you're the weak link in the camp. You know, Esau might pull up on you, and he can get to the brothers through you, because you're not fortified in your spirit. You're the weak link in that. You know, that is I hate bringing up these Edomites, but sometimes the Edomites make good sayings. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. If he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. And essentially he's saying you are who you are when no one's looking, man. You know what I mean? Because you can sit there in front to people and say this and that, but the Lord knows what you do when you're by yourself, man. You know what I mean? That's who you really are. You know, not that front you put on when brothers are there. You know, you have to be strong enough to understand that you are responsible for yourself, and it's really no one's responsibility to look after you. It's not your responsibility to pay my bills, to look after my children. None of that. You know, same with brothers. It's not my responsibility to pay your bills, look after your kids, you know, deal with your woman. That's your responsibility, man. You know, you can't ask people to do things for you, you know, when it suits you, but when the benefits and the fruit come from you doing what you're supposed to do, then all of a sudden, it's my responsibility. You know what I mean? You want me to pay for a gift for your woman? You know, it's my responsibility to give you money so that you can go buy a gift for your woman. But when it's time to pop her, now she's my wife. Well, she your wife. You go buy the damn gift yourself, man. And that spirit is a I say is a spirit in a world. You know what I mean? But if brother don't watch that spirit can jump on you, because even this guy man was talking to, you know, and the scriptures really give you a sense of stability to the point where I'm not trying to boost myself up. You can see I'm stable in a sense of I'm going through. I know for a fact I'm going through more than what he's going through, but he can't even deal with the little burdens that he has. He's single. He ain't got no kids, no baby mama drama. He's not on child support. You know what I mean? Got a job, got somewhere to live, and this guy bugging out, man. The guy's sitting there talking about I'm depressed, and he needs this and he needs that, and I'm looking at the guy like, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Well, you know, I need someone there. Like this nigga need like a you know when you're in the AA and you have like a buddy, you know, you have like a little buddy system when you're in the AA, somebody to keep you in check. And I'm like, bro, if you can't do it for yourself, how do you expect somebody else to do it for you? This is Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You know, and even the scriptures talk about, you know, the Lord is not going to give you something above beyond what you can handle. You know, so all the adversity that you go through, you're able to handle that, man. Because if you weren't able to handle it, the Lord wouldn't put on you. You know, So if you feel the need to be a burden on other people, and you know that really is a real selfish ass spirit, man, and people need to get out of that. You know what I mean? It's not my job to hold you accountable. It's not brother's jobs to be phoning me saying, oh, you know what, you've not done a lesson, you need to do a lesson. At the end of the day, brothers will say it, but after a while, brother will be like, you know what, I already told him. Why do I need to repeat myself to him? You know, and the same goes the other way around, man. You know, it's not my job to do for yourself things you can do for yourself. Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. So you're supposed to be a man, you know. You're not supposed to be like a child where you need people to do things for you. You need me to put on your shoes for you, you know, spoon feed you, you know, get you a drink, make food for you. Like, it's not my job to do that. You a man. Do that for yourself, man. Be a man, you know. This is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you have to work out your own salvation. And the Lord said, in my absence. So you're supposed to be able to be strong when you feel like the Lord is not there, because the Lord is always watching. But right now, the Lord is, you know, when I say the Lord, I mean Yahweh Shai. He's in the heavens. He's not here right now. You know, in the physical form. So you have to be as close to perfection as you can be in his absence, man. You're supposed to work out your own salvation. You know, it's not my job to give you salvation. It's not my job to read you the scriptures. It's not my job to make you do a lesson or force you to come to camp or be in order in your family. That's your job, you know. And brothers need to remember that, man, because sometimes we go through the world and we get tired. We don't want to do certain things. But bro, a lot of the time, you know, who wants to go to work, man? Who wants to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, or 5 a.m. in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, 4, 3, whatever, even 10, 12? Who wants to get up and go to work, man? But you have to do that, because at the end of the day, you have to be responsible for yourself. I'm gonna finish with this. This is Job 2:10, and ultimately, this is where it is, right? Because you know, a saint was speaking to Yahweh, and he said, well, you know what, the only reason why I love you, because you know, you're not jacking him up. If you jacked him up, he'd curse you to your face. So the Lord said, jack him up. So this is why we go through these things, man, to see whether or not we really do love the Lord, and we're going to be able to bear these adversities and still keep our faith, you know, because that's what real faith is, man. You know, not knowing when something's going to happen, not kind of like walking through the dark and having faith that you're going to reach the light. You know, that's what the faith is about, is to be able to go through adversity and still kind of keep that spirit of integrity on you, man. You know, you're supposed to hold your integrity. You're supposed to be a man about it. This is Job 2:10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What, shall we receive good at the hand of other one, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. So this is pretty much the spirit that the people in the world are in, man. They want to curse God and die. If I was to tell the guy the reason why you're going through this because you don't believe in the Lord, so the Lord has pretty much plagued you, this is why you don't have mental stability, he'd be looking at me like I'm bugged out, man. But this is a curse sent onto the Lord, man, and these people are going through it. This is why a lot of these people are bugged out. The Lord has really removed that level of stability in our mind. This is why it talks about, you know, in that day, you know, 1,000 shall fall at thy right hand, you know, but none shall come near thee, and my servant shall laugh. This is that stability that the Lord is building up in brothers, to be able to deal with that kind of adversity and all these things that are coming, and still be stable-minded and still be able to move forward. And you don't need somebody to hold your hand, because a lot of the people in the world, they need people to tell them what to do. Like these MGTOW, you know, I heard the elder Yawakawa talk about this. You know, these MGTOW and all these other people, they need that community to feel some kind of normalcy. You know, as long as brothers listen to the scriptures, you know, listen to videos from brothers are in good faith, man. And I understand, you know, why brothers do lessons and so on and so forth. Because even sometimes when I'm short, I listen to brothers, I get cut. I'm like, damn, I need to do a lesson. I need to do something, because that, like, when I listen to brothers, it's like a faith booster, man. You know, so that's what these lessons really are for. It might seem monotonous. It might seem like we're doing the same thing over and over again, but at the end of the day, without these lessons that brothers are putting up, you know, other brothers would, you know, it'd be more difficult for brothers to keep the faith. Put it that way. Not to say brothers would completely falter, but when you constantly having, you know, brothers there making videos or lessons, is almost like having somebody kind of boost you up. But this is something that you're able to do by yourself, and that's the beauty of this thing. To understand that the brotherhood is meant to help you, but to sharpen yourself to the point where you're able to move by yourself, so then you can help brothers. You know, it goes twofold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to touch on that. I'll leave it at that. You know, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jerusalem, well, and likewise elders. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.